Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service. I am at 420 East Street. So we came out here a few days ago, cambered the line. The initial problem that Nate thought with an offset is actually a few turns in a row, and it does make it a little difficult. If he has new cables and new blade, that might make it even harder. I have old cables, a little more flexible, and I was able to get through there with 3 and 4 inch blades. I went 120 feet. With the snake, but the line actually backed up on us, so I had to keep running it. Thought it was core because there was core in there, but the line's longer than 120 feet. How exactly long, I don't know. I ran 150, 155, and I was able to pull out collectively throughout the job 1 wet wipe, about 10 tampons, and a big handful of tree roots. Nate did go through with smaller blades than I did. I was able to get through bigger ones, but the line was longer than that. So we're being nice to the gentleman, not charging them full price for everything like we should, to try to, just be courteous. And but we do need to, in the future, run this longer than 120. I think if he snakes it more often than every 5, 6, 7 years, however long it's been since the last time it was snaked, probably won't be as difficult, so it'll be more time manageable, better cleaning. But we do not have an offset at the beginning. I'm using the outside riser in the back. This line does go to the neighbor, so I don't know where I can locate this. I don't have permission to go there right now, as far as I know. So we'll camera as far as possible. And the multiple times I've cameraed this before, I can't get past around 70 feet. So we take a turn. That turn is cast, and it's right after the Y of the ABS, so that does make it sometimes hard, especially with new cable, new blades. But I was able to get past it. We got a small belly for about 5 foot there. So we will see going throughout this. We will, this is all cut out, looks nice. There will be some spots of root intrusion over the amount of times I've cleaned this, especially the beginning portions is going to be really clean. It's not, it looks like just blade marks. Doesn't look like it's broken there. A little bit of kind of minor offsets with root intrusion. There's a lot of roots right there at that spot that's been cut out really nice. Here with another spot, here with another spot. You see a little bit of it hanging, but that's nothing to worry about. We will now have a belly again. Again, this one's only about 5 or 6 feet. We do have a turn. This is where I thought the block was for a while, but it's actually just a hard turn. I was able to get my camera past this at least once. There we go. So there's a belly there. And we stay underwater a little bit, and we kind of come out of it. That's about a 10-foot belly. We kind of dip back into the water, and then kind of come back out. Dip back into the water, kind of come back out. Roots were cut out here efficiently. Got another turn, and we're back in some water. Kind of come out of the water. We have a hump here. I was able to actually get that. Oh, it might be this spot right here. I wasn't able to get past. Oh, wow, I wasn't able to get past that. Oh man. Many times I've tried to get past that spot, I'm very surprised it was. So let's see how far I can get. Turning on water to help me with the push. For every turn that I have, it makes it more and more difficult to push with the camera because I'm the one pushing it forward. There will probably be a time before 140 where I cannot push any farther, so we'll go as far as possible. We have a couple little offsets causing little bellies around 70 to 80 feet, or 65 to 75 feet. And then we have kind of roller coaster bellies kind of throughout the line, and we had decent root intrusion because of all the ones that me and Nate have pulled out. I don't think I'm going to be able to get past this spot. And that's just because of the turns and the distance, unfortunately. If it was a straight shot, I'd probably be able to make it. Or if it was shorter, I'd probably be able to make it. Code does say that every 100 feet there needs to be a clean out. However, this is not doable because we go underneath the backyard neighbor and then we head into the gulch area. I'm not even sure how to get back there, to be honest with you, without hopping the fence. So yeah, it's looking like about 80 feet is going to be the extent of my push. So we got them offsets, got them bellies. I recommend cleaning this once a year, going about 140 feet with 3-inch blades. You can do 4, great. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make that distance. So, the initial, what we thought was going to be a real bad offset in the beginning is not. It's just a lot of turns, but then we do have a little bit of minor offsets. 4-inch blade, we're able to get through. The motor helps push it, unlike the camera. So right now, even though we found lots of abuse, and this line does have some issues, I will give it a 30-day warranty. Only Caleb has to honor that. Any other technician does not. If we pull back any more tampons, that will void the warranty, just because we, I snaked this at least 140 feet 3 times, 120 feet like 3 or 4 more times, and then I did use a whip going back and forth multiple times up to 140 feet as well. So if there's any abuse from wet wipes or from any hygiene products, I've gotten them all, and if there's any more and they back up again, that will void the warranty and it will be a new ticket. Otherwise, 30-day warranty. And I do recommend doing this yearly, and maybe one day in the future, maybe talk about what we need to do to fix this, whether that's pipe bursting, rerouting it, whatever may be the case. If there's any other questions, refer to the invoice summary. There will be a text version of this job written out. Otherwise, give Garvin Sewer Service a call. My name is Caleb. Thank you for your time.